Hey everybody, today we're going to talk about the multiplication of polynomials. So this continues the algebraic expressions section and in our evaluation unit, and we're going to move right into how to multiply polynomials. Okay, so here we have two binomials. This is a binomial, this is a binomial, and we're going to distribute here. Okay, we're going to go right into it. 8a times 3a is going to be 24a squared. 8a times 1 is going to be plus 8a. They're both the same sign, so we're going to keep the sign. Now, when you multiply this negative 8, remember this negative sign is part of the 8. So it's negative 8 times 3a, and it's negative 8 times positive 1. So negative 8 times positive 3 is negative 24a, and negative 8 times 1 is negative 8. So now we're going to combine like terms. Nothing will combine with the 24a squared, so we just bring that down. These two terms will combine because they have the same variable with the same exponent, so they're both regular old a's. 8a take away 24a would be minus 16a, and then we're going to have minus 8, bring that down. And that's it. All right, I'm going to go fairly quickly through these. So yeah, if you need any help and these are confusing, just let me know, but I'm going to go fairly quickly. If I make a mistake, let me know too, obviously. So we're going to distribute the 4v times 5v, and 4v times negative 1. So 4v times 5v is 20v squared. 4v times negative 1 is negative 4v. Negative 3 times 5v, and negative 3 times negative 1. Negative 3 times 5v is negative 15v or minus 15v. Negative 3 times negative 1 is positive 3. Again, this 20v squared is going to come down here because it won't combine with anything. It can't combine with these because these don't have squared. The base is the same, but the exponent is different. So 20v squared, cross that out. We're going to combine negative 4v and negative 15v. So we have negative 19v or minus 19v, and then we're going to bring down the 3. So we have 20v minus 19v plus 3. So again, I should have mentioned this earlier. We multiplied two binomials together, and we're left with a trinomial, right? Trinomial 3, binomial 2. They're both polynomials, because polynomial is many, there's many terms. So, okay, these are all, these are all binomial times binomial. So, you may have heard somebody use the expression FOIL. I'm not a huge fan of FOIL because it only works when you're multiplying a binomial and a binomial. The moment you bring a trinomial into the picture, like here, FOIL doesn't work. So I just like to think of it as distribution. That's how I always thought of it, and that's how it always makes sense to me. But whatever works for you. V times 3v is 3v squared. V times negative 4 is minus 4v. We're going to distribute this negative 6. Negative 6 times 3v is minus 18v. Negative 6 times negative 4 is positive 24 because they're both the same sign. So we're going to add, we're going to change the sign. Make it positive. Yeah, brain's still functioning today. We're going to bring this down. 3v squared because it's not going to combine with anything. These will combine. So negative 4v minus 18v would be negative 22v. I'm going to add and keep. And we're going to bring this down, plus 24. Okay. 7x times x, 7x times 6. 7x times x is 7x squared. 7x times 6 is plus 42x. Negative 8 times x and negative 8 times 6. Negative 8 times x is going to be negative 8x. Negative 8 times 6 is going to be minus 48. So the only things we're going to combine, actually we're going to bring this down here. So we have 7x squared, and then we're going to combine these together. So 42x take away 8x is going to be 30, let's see, 36x? No, I can't think, what, geez, 34x. There you go, yeah. I swear to God I can subtract. 34x, there we go. And then bring down the negative 48. Awesome. Okay. So here we have 3n times 8n and 3n times 6. So 3n times 8n is 24n squared. Hold on, the cat's playing with a toy and it's being really annoying. Hold on. Alright, anybody that has cats, you know that they have to be the center of attention. So 3n times 6 is plus 18n. And then we're going to distribute this 2. So 2 times 8n is going to be plus 16n, and 2 times 6 is 12. We'll bring these down, 24n squared. These will combine, plus 34n, and then bring down the 12, plus 12. There we go. All right, here we go. So we have 5x, we're going to distribute that. Oh, speak of the devil, here she comes. Saying, come on. Come on. Alright, so we got 5x times 4x, which is going to be 20x squared. Then we have 5x times 1, which is plus 5x. We're going to distribute the negative 4. So negative 4 times 4x is negative 16x. And negative 4 times 1 is negative 4. Okay? So we're going to combine those together. These just come down. So 20x squared. 5x take away 16x is minus 11x. And bring down the minus 4. And that's it. Let me zoom out so you can see all of them at the same time. For a second before I switch it. Okay. Let's go to the other side. Right, so we've got a binomial and a trinomial here. So this is why I said I'm not a big huge fan of FOIL. So we're going to distribute the n to these three terms. Stank, you're being... Alright, so we got n times... Oh my god. Alright, so n times 3n squared is 3n cubed, because we're going to add 1 to 2, so it's 3. N times negative n is negative n squared. N times negative 8 is negative 8n. Now we need to distribute the 6. Okay. Okay, let's try that again, minus the cat. 6 times 3n squared is going to be plus 18n squared. 6 times negative n is negative 6n. 6 times negative 8 is negative 48. So now we have to combine some like terms. So 3n cubed, there's no other n cubes here, so this just comes on down. Negative n squared, we have 18n squared. So negative 1 plus 18 is going to be plus 17n squared. We have negative 8n and negative 6n, so that's going to give us negative 14n. And we just bring down the negative 48. There we go. Okay, so the 8, number 8, we're going to distribute the 5x. So 5x times 5x squared is going to be 25x cubed. 5x times negative 5x is negative 25x squared. 5x times negative 3 is negative 15x. I'm going to distribute the 2. So 2 times 5x squared is plus 10x squared. 2 times negative 5x is negative 10x. And 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. So now we just combine like terms. So nothing will combine with the x cubed because there's no other terms. Oops, sorry. There you go. There's no other terms with x cubed, so 25x cubed. And we have negative 25x squared plus 10x squared, so this is going to be negative 15x squared. We also have negative 15x, negative 10x, so negative 15x minus 10x is going to be negative 25x. And then just bring down the negative 6. There we go. Okay, distribute the 8x. So 8x times 3x squared is going to be 24x cubed. 8x times x will be plus 8x squared. 8x times negative 2 is going to be negative 16x. Distribute the negative 5. Negative 5 times 3x squared is going to be negative 15x squared. Negative 5 times x is going to be negative 5x. And negative 5 times negative 2 would be positive 10. Again, let me know if I make a mistake. It's very, very possible I make a mistake on these. So I'm going kind of quick. 24x cubed, nothing combined with that, so bring this down. And then we're going to circle the 8x squared. That's going to combine with the negative 15x squared. So 8 take away 15 is going to be negative 7x squared. We have negative 16x, negative 5x. Negative 16 minus 5 will be negative 21x. Bring down the 10. Okay. Let's distribute the 7x. 7x times 5x squared will be 35x cubed. 7x times negative 8x would be negative 56x squared. 7x times 2 is plus 14x. Negative 7 times 5x squared, negative 7 times negative 8x, negative 7 times 2. So negative 7 times 5x squared will be negative 35x squared. Negative 7 times negative 8x will be positive 56x. Oops, 56x. And then negative 7 times 2 will be negative 14. Okay. Nothing will combine with the 35x cubed. We have negative 56x squared and negative 35x squared. So those are both negatives. We're going to add and keep. Is that 91, I think? 5, 6, 1, carry the 1, 6. Yeah, 91. So negative 91x squared. And then we're going to combine the 14x and the 56x. And what's that, 70? I think, yeah. Plus 70x. Bring down the negative 14. Okay, last two. So we're going to distribute the 7k. 7k times 6k squared is 42k cubed. 7k times 2k is plus 14k squared. And 7k times 1 is plus 7k. We're going to distribute the negative 3. Negative 3 times 6k squared and be minus 18k squared. Negative 3 times 2k is negative 6k. And negative 3 times 1 is negative 3. So 42k cubed brings that down. We're going to identify, let's see, 14k squared and negative 18k squared. 14 take away 18 is going to be negative 4, so negative 4k squared. We're going to combine the 7k and the negative 6k. That's going to be plus 1k or plus k. And bring down the negative 3. Okay. All right, number 12. 5x, negative 8x, and negative 6. So 5x times x squared is going to be 5x cubed. 5x times negative 8x is going to be negative 40x squared. 5x times negative 6 is going to be minus 30x. Now we distribute the 7. 7 times x squared is going to be plus 7x squared. 7 times negative 8x is negative 56x. And 7 times negative 6 is negative 42. So nothing will combine with the 5x cubed. Excuse me. Because there's no other x cubed terms here. Let's go ahead and look at negative 40x squared. So negative 40 plus 7 is going to be negative 33. So negative 33x squared. You'll notice we're not changing the exponents of the variables either. That doesn't happen unless we're multiplying or dividing. Once you start combining like terms of variables, just stay the way they are. We just start worrying about the coefficients at that point. So we have negative 30x and we have negative 56x. Combine those together, we're going to get negative 86x. And bring down the negative 42. And that's it. Okay, so yeah, that's multiplying polynomials. That's the second side. I'll leave that up there for a second. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks, guys.